I'm tempted to talk about Lindsay's expert touch, but I just...
Stay out of it.
She's done this before, it's obvious, and I think we can just leave it at that.
I used to drink, I used to smoke, and then I danced. I used to drink, I used to smoke, and then I danced. Well, this company's club of living in this crowd room. Need some new religion and I need it pretty soon. Drink, I used to smoke, and then I danced.
Welcome back finally to a brand new episode of The Drunk Chef. Today, Lindsay's here. And we're going to make some homemade sausages. Now, most people would never make homemade sausages because they think it's a lot of work, right?
It is a lot of work. It takes time.
But, you know exactly what's going into it. In this case, is pork shoulder, correct?
Yeah, pork shoulder.
And we're going to try a couple different mixes of spices and herbs and this and that. And I'll shoot whatever I can. And you can see how easy it is to make your homemade sausages yourself.
And if not, you can buy John's.
Or you can buy mine. Okay, so we have our grinder here, and Lindsay, where'd you get this grinder from? This is like old school grinder.
It's not old school grinder. It's actually my mother-in-law's grinder. The old school was the crank
From
one.
1950?
No. You can still get these. It's a wearing pro.
Oh.
It's an up-to-date grinder. Really, when you're grinding the pork shoulder, what you want to do is send it through the biggest hole first, and then you move to the medium hole, and then depending if you want a fine grind sausage, you can move to a finer grown hole. It's basically
Wicked.
The meat's going to go down, it's going to go through a corkscrew, and that gets kind of locked in place back there, and then it's going to get extruded through...
Extruded, nice use of the word
That's
extruded.
the technical word too, right? Extruded.
It's going to get pushed through this disc thing.
It is. The lock ring goes on, it gets locked.
Okay.
You want it locked too.
We want that shit locked down. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is break down our pork shoulder. So look at this. So holy crap. So this, my friends, is a pork shoulder, right?
Pork shoulder, whole pork shoulder.
Wicked.
$20.
$20. There you go.
We're going to use everything but like the rindy part of the skin.
This is enough. This is going to make enough sausage for the whole summer through. Absolutely. This is awesome. Okay.
You think?
So we're going to start to break this shit down. Lindsay's got our casing out here, and this comes packed in salt. Okay.
Yeah.
Watch my tap. And
Where's it going to go?
so basically we are going to soak in some water. Now, Lindsay's all of a sudden making me feel nervous that we're going to have to actually do something with this.
Well,
that takes a while.
You have to separate it out. And before we actually stuff it, you want to make sure there's no holes. So...
How the hell is there no holes? Don't tell me you're going to blow it up.
I'm not going to blow it up,
Oh,
no.
God. Okay. I mean, you can blow it up if you want, but I think this is where most people go, yeah.
Come on, this is intestine. I don't want to
please,
blow
I'm not
on
doing
it, no.
this. Yeah. So how many... So that's not one long piece of...
There's several pieces in here, but this is one long one. So we need it a little bit faster now.
Like more water?
Yeah, a little bit. So what you want to do is as it's going through...
There we go.
You need to keep it... Can you keep it going?
Yeah. But stop hitting it.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's
high
tech up in here. Come on.
High tech. So basically, as you're filling it up with water, it'll push through.
Wow, this is serious. I have a feeling this is just the beginning of the kinkiness here.
Right, but you wanted to know what a sausage party was.
And what? So this isn't technically a sausage party, is it? Because
Not
it's
the
just
kind
you and me.
not the kind that other people thought it might be.
I noticed how no one said, "Yeah, I'll come out to this party and hang out." No one.
No, but when they see your sausages, they might want to come eat them.
That's what she said. Now, fortunately, I have these from my good friend Beth, just in case we cut ourselves.
Oh, nice.
They actually look like bacon strip Band-Aids.
Bacon strip Band-Aids, even better.
So Lindsay says she has a habit of cutting herself, but we'll be okay. And if she cuts herself more than this will take care of, then we'll see you later. We'll be at the hospital. Okay, so here's our pork shoulder. We're going to break this mother down. Lindsay was just saying we need to take off this rind that you can see on the outside. But you need fat. You need fat in these sausages so they stay juicy when you cook them and stuff like that. So almost all this other fat that's inside we're going to leave on and keep it
Yep.
A little trick for people. Your thing doesn't slide around anymore. So I've cut a little bit, not a lot. Lindsay's going to keep cutting, and I'm going to start grinding. Like I said before, the bowl needs to be cold. Everything needs to stay kind of cold. So we're basically going to feed it through this thing in there.
Meat grinder?
Yeah, the meat grinder. And then it's going to come out at the other end. And we're just breaking it down to little chunks here, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, so we've got 2 bowls of not finely ground pork.
The process now would be basically to take the ingredients that you want for the type of sausage, put it in, and then send it through the medium grinder.
Oh, you
and
put it in
that
now.
helps blend it.
Oh, okay.
Rough blend it and then put it through again, and that will put it into a medium blend. And then from there, you can either choose to stuff it, or you can take it to a fine grind.
Okay, we're gonna do Lindsay's first. We're doing your honey garlic, correct?
Honey garlic, yes.
Okay. So Lindsay's got probably about 3 pounds of her ground beef, and she's gonna add, what do you add?
2 teaspoons black pepper.
Okay.
Remember how many? 4 or 5 teaspoons of granulated garlic.
To your taste.
And then I'm just gonna make a well, because there is here 5 tablespoons of honey.
Nice.
And then I'm just gonna roughly combine them.
Okay, so I'm going to start to mix my chipotle and cheese sausages. So I've got about 7 pounds of ground pork here, and I'm basically going to do enough for like 3.5 pounds. This makes enough for 5, so just, it's scaled, okay? So just remember it's kind of scaled. So Lindsay's done hers, and we're just going to test a little piece here. So here's my ground beef. To that, sorry, what did I say?
Beef.
Sorry. Here's my pork. That smells good already. Okay, so I'm going to add, this is about 10 cloves of garlic. To that I'm going to add where'd my ground pepper go? Oh, here it is. Ground pepper. Thank you to my friend Beth for sending me these amazing peppercorns and spices. I really appreciate it. So I'm using these Indian Special Extra Bold. I've got 3/4 cup of red onion. 3/4 cup of parsley. Another shout out to my friend Leah for this paprika she brought all the way back from Turkey, which is totally rad. So I've got about 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of salt, 3 cups of beer, and here we go. Here is here's a cup of chipotle peppers chopped, and it's shit.
God bless your belly.
And I've got a tablespoon of liquid smoke, hickory liquid smoke. Be careful, this stuff, it's very potent. You don't need a lot of it. My mouth is watering. And to that I've got about a cup of Romano cheese. So same thing, I'm going to mix this a little bit and then add my other part of the pork. So it's going to be about 3.5 pounds of pork. Oh, this smells so good. Okay, I'm going to give these a try. Just the one, of course. So now comes the fun part. We actually make the sausage. I had to open the beer for the sausage anyways. I might as well drink the rest. Might as well. I'm tempted to talk about Lindsay's expert touch, but I just...
Stay out of it.
She's done this before, it's obvious, and I think we can just leave it at that. Again, I'm just letting this I'm going to raise the music up a little bit, this part of the video.
So you want to knot the first part?
So what happens is it actually comes out, and it all comes out as one long piece. It's not, you're not doing the twisting until it's all done.
Right, we're going to do one big length sausage. This is just air going through it, which we're going to get rid of before the first one fills up. But you want to put the sausage down into the grinder, so you push all the air out first.
Nope. Just gonna let that go.
So the one thing I'll say is the faster you move the casing off, the softer the sausage will form. So you don't want it rigid because you're not going to be able to pinch it and form links later.
So you don't want it jam-packed, you want it a bit loosely.
You want it loosely so you can be able to pinch a link, yeah.
Alright, so Lindsay's got them all rolled out here.
So decide how big you want the sausage to be, that big say, and pinch it. And spin it. And when you want to do the next one, you want to spin the opposite direction.
That's a pretty small sausage.
Look how fat they are, though. Right?
The debate rages on. Length or width, we're not really sure. I think Lindsay seems to be going for width here. Yeah, there's so many things going through my head. I'm just letting it all just go away.
It's only because I've done it before.
I know, but you make it look so easy. It's okay. Well, I'll do a little bit, but I think I'm very happy to sit here.
I think you're going to have a problem with it. Like,
what?
A male.
You don't think I've ever handled a sausage before? What are you trying to say?
There you go. Link sausages. 3 pounds of honey garlic.
Look at that.
Sausages.
Alright, the sausage making continues. I'm going to do some hot Italian sausages as well. Again, we've got our ground beef here, maybe 3.5, 4 pounds. I'm going to add, what did I say, beef?
Ground beef.
I don't know why I keep saying ground beef. Thank you, Lindsay.
No problem.
It's still ground pork. To that, I'm going to add a cup of cold red wine, a tablespoon of pepper. I've got 5 tablespoons of fennel seed, 4 teaspoons of salt, a tablespoon of garlic powder. I got 2.5 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. Here I've got actually a mix of chili powder, and paprika. That's about 4 tablespoons. And then the creme de la creme. This is 2 teaspoons, half of which is dried chili peppers, and the other half is dried habaneros. I think we'll mix it and taste it first. Mix and taste first, kids, before you decide to add more. Oh, I can smell the red wine. It smells so good.
Ooh, definitely taste the fennel.
Yeah, so this is, that's why we live in Canada. It's like the biggest refrigerator of all time. Alright, so we've got lots and lots of sausages. I don't know, like 15 pounds worth of sausages. Well, let's do a little more at home. Doesn't matter. These look great. Thank you very much for your help.
No
making
problem.
sausages.
Anytime.
See, it's really not that hard. It just takes a little bit of work, and these are awesome.
And if you don't want to put them in casings, but you want good tasting sausages, just make them up and make patties.
That's true. You don't need to actually do this stuffing part, so you can do it that way. And we're just going to wrap this in parchment and put in some Ziploc bags and freeze it for whenever we want them.
Good.
Good.